So, welcome back, friends, to Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planets. Today, we are going to discuss about a specific conjunction and why I am trying to discuss this particular thing at this particular time. Because right now, for few of the rashis or few of the ascendants would have certain combination which has the impact of conjunction, though it totally depends upon your individual kundli. However, I will let you know how to check that, and you will be able to understand the situation which is going on with you right now. The effect is going to be till 2022 April. Okay. Now, this conjunction is about Saturn and Rahu. Both of them are like similar nature, I would say. And, Rahu is said to be the agent of Saturn. So let's see how it is going to impact your, Lagna if you have that particular set of conjunction or details. If you have. So first of all, let us understand which all years. So I have just tried to research something, and I'm providing you with some of the years in which this particular effect is definitely going to be there. So for example, people who are born in say 1980 to 81, then 1986 to 88, 1975 to 77, 1994 to 95, 1999 to 2000, 2005 to 2006, 2012 to 2014. Then again, we have another set when the conjunction has happened. So 1964 to 1966, 1983, 1985, 2002 to 2003, and obviously the current situation, which is 2020 to 2022. Now, these are the years which will have its impact. So in case if you are born between these time period, I will come up with the specific dates as well, you will have its impact. I will discuss about who, all, and what impact is going to happen and how it happens. Okay. Now let's understand the both the planets first. You need to understand that Rahu has a tendency to behave in a similar fashion of the planet it is conjunct with, or it is in the sign of that particular planet. So for example, if still, though Rahu is already a very uncertain planet, but if it's conjuncts with Jupiter, it will start behaving like a Jupiter because it's a natural benefit planet, Jupiter. But if it conjuncts with, say, Saturn, Mars, and all these planets, its behavior will be like Saturn. So in case if you are into Saturn Dasha, Mahadasha, Antardasha, or say Sarasati and all, and if Rahu conjuncts there, obviously it will have a different set of punishment cycle or a benefit cycle as well. It is not only punishment will be there. So let's understand the behavior of the both the planets first. So Saturn and Rahu both have a major effect on our kundlis. What is the reason behind it? You also understand that the tenuity or the duration, if the anything have a long duration, a stable duration, and the tenuity is pretty high, in that case, it will have a major say in our life. Similarly, Rahu as well as Saturn, they take a time of 2.5 years to transit one Rashi. Rahu takes 18 months, Saturn takes 2.5 years. So obviously they will have a major impact in our lives. Like Sun, like 1 month, it may not trigger major events or major impact, or even if the impact is there, good or bad, it may stay for a shorter span of time. But the impact which we can see in Saturn or Rahu, that will be of long term. Okay. Now, what is Rahu? Is there something called Rahu? The reality is that we do not have a planet, a physical presence of that particular planet. Why? It's a shadow. It's a shadow planet, which means the Lord of Maya, the Lord of illusion. So, and it can mimic anybody. So if we will be with Jupiter, it will change itself like Jupiter. It will mimic. So it will accumulate that particular roop. Now, the similar behavior and when it comes with Saturn, the situation becomes tough. The way it is with Jupiter, and the situation is good. But when it comes with Saturn, Saturn itself is a very karmic planet, and it is completely non-partial. It will not give you any good or bad results before taking you towards their karmic balance cycle. Okay? So when it conjuncts with Saturn, it becomes tough, and it like it either it is conjunct with Saturn. Okay, let's understand first how this theme has to be seen. In case if you are going through a dasha and antardasha of Saturn Rahu, vice versa, or your Saturn is aspecting your Rahu, the two main conditions, or there is an exchange between Saturn and Rahu, Rashis, okay, or Rahu is in the sign of Aquarius or in the sign of Capricorn. So these are the prime conditions which will impact. Now, everyone will not have the same combination. Like, for example, currently, currently Rahu is in Taurus, right? So only if the person is born in certain year and, sorry, not certain year, is in Taurus right now. So which means that Saturn do have a aspect on Rahu. I mean, in case if you're Rahu, you are born with into a year when Rahu is sitting in, for example, the sign of Libra. So which means Saturn will aspect Rahu, and that combination which I'm talking about will be applicable. So there are two things. One, that your individual chart have this combination. Okay, for example, you are born in certain year, it will not match in fact, but still I'm just suggesting you. In case you're born in certain year when say your Saturn is in 11th house and your Rahu is in your Lagna. So which means Saturn is aspecting Rahu. Okay. Now I have written this article. I will also publish on my Vedic Life website. So this article is about how it behave when in conjunction with Saturn or its Rashi or in any form. Okay, means aspect, dasha, antardasha, conjunction. The conjunction is also called a Shapit Yoga. In such condition, Rahu will behave like Saturn. Rahu is also said to be the agent of Saturn and has a tendency of acting fickle, what I was talking about, perplexed, puzzled. Both of them are said to be responsible for giving pain, misery, struggle, stress, anxiety, and sorrow. It can make you to work on, and it will make you to work on it. It will create a situation. It will demand that please come and work on this, because what exactly it is trying to do? It is trying to make a very strong foundation of your life. So people can talk about a lot of people can talk a lot of nonsense about it, that Saturn or Rahu, it is a very malefic planet and it will ruin your life. No, that's not the reality. Trust me, that's not the reality. I can show you, and even you can go and check anywhere. There are thousands and millions of people who have done excellent in the dasha of Rahu and Saturn. Similarly, millions of people who have ruined up their life. That totally depends how you have behaved and what kind of karma you have opted at that particular time. The video is going a little long because I want to explain you better. So, and I will tell you something so very interesting. I hope you remember the story of the Panchtantra story of rabbit and tortoise. Okay, so rabbit is Rahu, quick, and tortoise is Saturn. And we all know who wins the race. And don't get into that. In this era, it is not feasible. It is always feasible. It was feasible and it will be feasible, right? So, and what you see, that suddenly some person has whoop grown up like this, you will see them fall soon. So don't get into it. A slow and a steady things are important. So that is the reason I was trying to talk about the story of rabbit and tortoise, जो हम लोगों ने सुना हुआ ना बचपन में, the same thing. So here what Rahu will do, it will capture, it will mold, it will भेष बदलना कहते हैं ना, it will create the attire of Saturn. Now let's understand both the planets differently. What is Saturn? Saturn is a slow and a steady planet. It demands patience, signifies karma. The best part of it is that it takes you through a punishment cycle of your past lives before giving you the good or bad results. Okay, he is not partial at all. Irrespective of puja, part, whatever you try to do, in terms of, okay, I will show some agrabatti and diya, and Saturn will become happy, and it will, and he will not punish me. That is not going to happen. Trust me. You wear neelam, you do a lot of anushtan. It will not help. I guarantee for that. Okay. But yes, how you can impress Rahu, okay, is through your karma. What karma? A right karma. Then he will definitely get impressed, and he will actually get you towards, move you towards a pleasure and a great life. I will tell, a great life. Now, I have written here, भगवान के घर में देर है, अंधेर नहीं. So similarly, I think it might be, seems like it is for Saturn only. So it has a tendency of delay. It is a tendency of delay, making you work hard, struggle. But denial is not in his dictionary until and unless you, go back and write it there. Otherwise, it is not going to happen. You will get for sure. Okay. Now, what is Rahu? Rahu is zoop, rising up, duck, falling down. Achanak se up, achanak se down. It can mold any side. That is the reason we say in Rahu Dasha, you try to get focused, read literatures, do something good so that it gets pushed towards good direction. If you will make it negative, he will, like, you can't even imagine the kind of negativity he will create in your life. Right? So it is hurdles, problems, illusions, shadow, confusion, imagination. So Rahu also have a very high-end imagination. It is your new technology. So in case if you are very much passionate about new technology, you can very well do, and you can do fantastic in the Dasha of Rahu. In case Moon is conjunct, there will be people who will be like into depression and they commit suicide. But if the same person is into high imagination and he try to implement his imagination somewhere, for example, he's a writer or he's a artist or whatever, he can do wonders, because the imagination of Rahu no other planet have. Now this imagination can be negative, can be positive. It totally depends upon you. Whatever you seed in, it will immediately germinate. Okay. So based on the discussion, what we did till now, the nature of both the planet, you will agree that its combination is a struggle and success, patience and achievement. The combination vibrates very well with the quote, slow and steady wins the race. This quote se bahut match karta, right? This also gives you a message that during this phase, if you do not keep patience and act in hurry by being influenced by Rahu, punishment will be bigger, larger, and very torturing. At the same time, if you keep patience, you control your negative influence of Rahu, Saturn and Rahu both guarantees you a blissful and a very happy life. So I'm just displaying our vediclife.com website. So there these details are available. Okay, you can see the screen. Now just write any name, like for example, I've written my name, okay, and my phone number. So for example, I was talking about, I'm just taking the dates from here. So for example, I am just, today is what, 13th of November, right? So November 13, okay. And here I will put the year, I said 1975 to 1977. Same 1975, let's put this date. Okay, 4 in the morning. Let's take any city as I have taken Gurgaon, Haryana. Okay, now let's project a chart. So these are the details, like for example, what Lagna and all this they have. Better option should be, okay, through chart, it will be better to understand. Let me just change the things here. 13, 11, 1975, 332. It's okay. So I'm choosing a Lagna chart. Okay. The style will be North Indian and let's take a result. Okay, so let me put my name here, phone number. This is the chart, right? Now what you can see here is this guy has Rahu. You can see Rahu here. How to? Now where is Saturn? Saturn is here. So which means it is not aspecting in your natal chart. This is the natal chart. Okay. So here Rahu is there, which is not being aspected in your original chart, right? But now April 2022, right? Rahu is in the sign of Capricorn. Now let's see the current chart. What is happening right now? So go back from here, today's date. Okay, yeah. So we are here at Vedic Life. Date is, let's change the date, 13, 12, doesn't matter, 2021. Okay. So you have seen that in your natal chart, Rahu was in sign number 7, right? Now, if I see the chart for the same thing, and this is, you have to put your phone number. You can take 7, 4, 21, hardly matters because it has not changed. Or to make it more clear. Okay. Now see what is going to happen. Now you have to search Rahu. Where is Mr. Rahu? Let me try hiding here. Okay. I think I have to take up. So Rahu is here. Okay. Now where is Saturn? Saturn is here. As we know, Saturn has an aspect. And what will Saturn do? Is it going to aspect Rahu? No. Okay. Because see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 2, it's not going to aspect. It has a, but people who have Rahu here in the natal chart, like I just shown you, at 1975, Rahu was sitting in the sign of what? 7 number, right? Rahu was sitting here. So anyone who have Rahu in 7, sign 7, which means what will Saturn do? Saturn will start its aspect from, see, count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which means your transit Saturn currently since September 2020 to September 2022 is aspecting your original Rahu when you took the birth in 1975 to 77, whatever date I have said. I will just mention the date clearly. Right? So in that case, what is going to happen? Now people, for example, they have taken a birth when specific dates are 18 August 1986 to 1988. Will also have, because for them, they will have 12 number where Rahu is sitting. Now people who are born between 1975 to 12th of October 1975 till 30th of September 1977. Again, people who are born in 5 June 1980 to 23rd December 1981. So for example, anyone whose Rahu is in sign 4. Okay. Now people who are born in 18 May 1994 to 5 December 1995. Again, 11 January 1999 to July 30th of July 2000. 24th of March 2005 to 11th of October 2006. 23rd December 2012 to 12 July 2014. All these people will have certain conjunction. So let me just tell you quickly that what is going to happen and what kind of situation is going to get created for these people. So for people who are born in 5th of June 1980 to 23rd December 1981. So what is going to happen? from September 2020 till April 2022. They will struggle. And for what they will struggle, depending upon what area specific your Saturn, which Lagna you are, or you know, which Lagna you are, it totally depends. Like if you are Aries, then it will have a different aspect altogether. So all the Rashis, like for Aries, they will have to prove themselves that they are the best in their office. Okay. So I'm just giving you a generic idea. You need to check where your planetary positions are. So these people will struggle continuously. And for what? They will try to prove themselves best among everybody, best in the team. He will face a lot of hurdles, psychological setbacks. But finally, after, I think this time has come. I think like from January, February, or some people would have already got the results depending upon the individual charts. So they will finally get the victory for sure. Now let's move towards the next one, which is 18th of August 1986 to 6th of March 1988. These people will, it's not about proving the best. They will prove themselves that they are very competitive. They are a great fighter. They can, struggle and win. This kind of nature they will have. And yes, finally they will win. Now, for people who are from 12th of October 1975 to 30th of April 1977, they will have and also they will have so where they will try to prove themselves to be the best in the society, in the larger network, in the larger groups, right? And for that, they have to pass through a lot of tests in the society and with people everywhere, and then they will get the victory. Similarly, the similar situation is going to happen for people who are born in between 18 May 1994 to 5 of December 1995. Now, what I talked about, 5th June 1980 to 23rd December 1981. Similarly, the similar situation is going to happen with people who are born between 11 of January 1999 to 30th of July 2000. What I talked about 18 August 1986 to 6 March 1988, similar situation is going to happen with people who are born between 24th of March 2005 to 11th of October 2006. And what I talked about 12 October 1975 to 30th of April 1977, similar condition with people who are born in 23rd of December 2012 to 12th of July 2014. Okay. Now for people who are born between 5th of December 1964 to 24th of June 1966, 13th July 1983 to 29th Jan 1985, 16th Feb 2002 to 5th of September 2003, 22nd of September 2020 to April 2022. So for these people, what is going to happen is that, they will struggle continuously. And again, it depends. So it has started from September 2020. So some people will have just bifurcated into two parts. In 18 months, some will have a very good 9 months, and another 9 months, there will be some struggle. But with all these things, finally, after passing through all these struggles and hurdles, they will win for sure. Now, this was about aspect perspective or conjunction perspective. What will happen if people have a dasha antardasha of Saturn and Rahu, and or Rahu and Saturn? So for that, again, you have to check the individual chart, and for them, all these three combinations is going to happen. Okay, because it's a Shapit Yoga. All the things which you have done wrong in the past, Saturn and Rahu together will try and ensure that you go through that karmic balance and achieve this particular thing. Okay, so that's all. I think I was able to convey the message. You can drop your comments if you have certain combination, or if you're born in certain years which I have mentioned here, and let me know what exactly is going to happen, what exactly is going in your life, because that will help me a lot to do the research further. But yes, I have already tested on a lot of people and I can see similar conditions. Okay, well, that's all. Thank you. Thank you very much for watching Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planet. This particular effect, which I have talked about, will be till April 2022. So a lot of you can now wait and watch, because whatever cycle you have to go through, you have already gone through. Now it's a time of benefits. Few people who did not had this effect, still 4 to 6 months are there, when they will have certain set of question in their life. Normally, because till now it has not been so tough, which means the karmic balance was not that high. So you may go through some minor pains, minor miseries, minor issues, minor struggles, but to get the good results, and obviously you will get that. So next 4 5 months from here on, you need to be more introspective, more into it. Take the task, complete it, win, and that's why I'm saying delay is there, victory is for sure. That's all. That's all. Do not miss to like, subscribe, and share my channel. Thank you for watching Astro Planetary Dance, the dance of planets. Thank you.